y'all, it's Nim or Nimicree if you're feeling professional, and welcome to the YouTube video. Now today we're going over the Shadowlands Alpha class changes for the Monk. So get your fists up, get ready to go punch and kick and throw kegs and be like, quick, mist healing! And let's get into it. But before we do, I do want to mention I stream on Twitch Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On to the Monk. The Monk. In their preparation for their perilous journey into the Shadowlands, monks return to the Peak of Serenity to study, train, and hone their skills. Also, since it's Pandorans, I'd like to think hijinks occur. Several abilities from the original version of the class return to all specializations to reinforce their identity as masters of martial combat. In addition, each specialization will receive a unique celestial cooldown ability, reconnecting them with the mystic nature of Pandaria. I like that. It's good class flavor. It returns something that was missing to the class, because of course you had Zuen, you had Nuzao, you had Chi-Ji, and you had Yulon. And while I know that they're central to Pandaria, they are also very central to the Monk class. So, having a little bit more of that nice flavor. The general changes. Expel Harm, Fortifying Brew, Spinning Crane Kick, and Touch of Death are now available for all monks to use. Additionally, Touch of Death returns to its original design, killing an enemy with less health than the Monk. Each specialization also gains a unique benefit by dealing damage with Touch of Death. All three specializations will be able to summon their Celestial to the battlefield, invoke Zuen the White Tiger, invoke Nuzao the Black Ox, and invoke Yulon the Jade Serpent, previously talents. So, the general changes, again, you get, like I said, you get more access to core monk abilities, plus you get the access to your Celestials, and, big deal, Touch of Death. So if you have a cooldown, if you have more health than the enemy, and you just, boom, pink, that's going to be amazing for PvP. It'll probably be nerfed, of course, but also for PvE, if you just need, burn that thing down for a little bit, Touch of Death. Boom, and I clear my stagger, and you can just, it'll be wonderful. Little peak execute damage for our monk friends later on against raid bosses. On to the Brewmaster. Stalwart Brewmaster monks are prepared to do all they can to restore balance, and can again choose between two one-handed weapons or one two-handed weapons to subdue their foes. So I look at it like this. Do I want one two-handed weapon, or do I want two one-handed weapons? And the reason I chose alcohol is because, hey, we're talking about Brewmaster monks. Brewmaster monks also have a returning passive, Shuffle, which increases the amount of physical damage that is staggered when a monk uses one of several abilities, including Blackout Kick, previously called Blackout Strike, Keg Smash, and Spinning Crane Kick. Celestial Brew is a new ability that absorbs damage based on the Imbiber's attack power, and Brewmaster monks can once again challenge their chosen target with Clash, a returning ability that causes both the monk and their target to bull rush each other at the end of the epicenter of conflict, root their opponent for a short duration. All Brewmaster monks will be able to use Invoke Nuzao, the Black Ox, previously a talent, to help shoulder the Brewmaster's stagger damage. Nuzao also deals additional damage based on stagger damage purified. For Brewmaster monks, not only does Touch of Death instantly kill any creature with less health than the monk, but it will also clear remaining stagger damage. Brewmasters can imbue their brews with divine powers via a new talent, Celestial Flames. Drinking brews has a moderate chance to grant Celestial Flames, which slightly increases Breath of Fire's damage reduction and spreads its periodic damage effects to targets struck with Spinning Crane Kick. Exploding Keg returns as a talent, immolating enemies on impact and blinding them for a brief period of time. Alright, so it seems like the Brewmaster is getting, I wouldn't say a significant change, but they're getting old stuff back in. And the Brewmaster, of course, has been a very strong tank throughout all of Battle for Azeroth. We can assume that it'll be a strong tank in Shadowlands, just based on its core mechanic. It's a very strong tank. I like Brewmaster monks, so okay, that'll be fun. Mistweaver. All Mistweaver monks will be able to use Invoke Yulon the Jade Serpent to summon the Celestial, who heals allies with Celestial Breath and spawns healing spheres for nearby allies. Touch of Death now instantly kills any creature with less health than the Mistweaver, and will spawn healing spheres for their allies. Invoke Chi-Ji the Red Crane, a talent, has been redesigned for Mistweaver monks, strengthening their physical damage moderately and healing their allies for part of the damage inflicted on enemies. Chi-Ji also makes Mistweaver monks immune to movement and parrying abilities, so they can constantly be on the move during combat. Now, that is an interesting thing, because you're essentially, there was a fist, the Rising Mist talent, I believe, for Mistweavers, made fist weaving incredibly powerful and viable. So it seems like they might be reworking that a little bit with Chi-Ji. What I'd like to know is that being immune to movement impairing abilities, is that only while Chi-Ji is out? Or is it a passive and then you summon Chi-Ji? Plus, I like the idea of, increasing physical damage, increasing healing, and kind of doing a little bit of, monk-flavored atonement healing. Let's put it that way. It's monk-flavored atonement. On to the Windwalker. Like their Brewmaster brethren, Windwalker monks will once again be able to choose between 2 one-handed weapons or 1 two-handed weapon in their fight to restore balance. All Windwalker monks will be able to call upon a powerful ally with Invoke Zwin, the White Tiger, previously a talent. Zwin will fight by their side and assault enemies with Tiger Lightning, dealing additional damage to targets the monk recently attacked. Touch of Death now instantly kills any creature with less health than the Windwalker monk, and will spawn Chi Spheres the Windwalker can use to perform devastating blows. In Shadowlands, the Wild Gods freely wander the woods of Ardenwald, and their magic awakens the Windwalker's monk's knowledge to perform Dance of Chi-Ji. This new passive talent has a moderate chance to make the next spinning crane kick free to use, and deal a significant amount of extra damage to all strikes. Okay, I'm liking this. So that's the monk. So it looks like, do you want to be the master of forms and striking as a Windwalker? Do you want to provide aid and relief to your friends and be like with the healing mists of Pandaria? Or do you want to enjoy a brew, like your pal Nim does, and maybe stagger some hits and be like, I'm going to take this and start smashing, throwing kegs? Tell me in the comments below if any of the changes have really piqued your interest. Outside of that, of course, I want to thank everybody who decided to watch the video. If you liked it, go on and subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. And I will be back with the next YouTube video later. Keep gaming and enjoy life.